What's up, idols? It's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, this one is just a very quick little update because I'm in a good mood. You love good news. Before we dive in, I just want to jump right into letting you guys know, for my patrons, I have just uploaded a new story time for you guys. It's a bit on the shorter side, but also I decided, so Patreon is still the place where the NSFW story times will be, but I also decided to make a new collections folder. So the uncensored YouTube videos is one, spicy story times is another, and I decided to make a couple vlogs one. So if you guys want to see that, check out my Patreon, link below for this video. So back in November, this when most of the stories started to come out about this nuisance streamer going around in Japan harassing people. I believe he was also in Israel harassing people, and now he got himself caught up in Korea while harassing people. TLDR, he likes to film himself playing North Korean music on the subway in South Korea, in Seoul specifically. He did inappropriate things with comfort women statues, and these statues commemorate the comfort women, slavery basically. South Korean women were forced into this by Japanese soldiers, and there's statues around Korea that commemorate what they've been through. And it's actually still one of the reasons, like one of the main reasons Korea and Japan have such a feud with each other, because they still don't think that Japanese people have fully acknowledged or apologized for what they did to them. He also has, he filmed himself literally just harassing people on the street. Women following people around, like it's just the most nuisance behavior you can think of. He's in a convenience store, drinking, playing loud music, throwing noodles and ramen everywhere, yelling at people, like that type of behavior, and filming himself do it, filming his own crimes. He got stopped by the police many times, even while on stream. He's racking up charges, right? And people started to hunt him for sport, and oh, what a time to be alive. But yeah, these people would film themselves hunting him down and beating him up. So basically, since I want to say October, I think he's been in Korea since October. I didn't hear about all of this until like November, but I'm pretty sure he was there since October. Basically, he was given like a travel ban. He wasn't allowed to leave South Korea while these charges and investigations were being investigated. As far as I know, he's been kicked off of YouTube, kicked off of Twitch, even kicked off of Kick somehow. And Kick is like, Kick and Rumble were like the lowest of the low go to stream. Now he's on an app called Party, and I think that's like the only one that'll have him. So the reason I'm making this video is because the first trial just happened. So basically, Johnny Somali showed up not only late, like very late to his own court trial, but he also was hungover, and he also wore a white suit that was like 2 times too big. And a lot of people are like, oh, maybe he couldn't even afford a suit, because when you're a streamer, and that's your job, and you're kicked off of every website that allows you to stream, and you're not allowed to leave the country, you're only there as a tourist. You have a 90-day visa. Like, how are you gonna make some money, right? So he's probably struggling. And that also leads me to the fact that apparently, and I say all this apparently and allegedly, I wasn't there, right? But the night before his court appearance, he was live on Party, filming himself take shots in exchange for donos and donations. Give me this amount of money and I'll take this amount of shots, basically. And he was throwing up, hungover, and that's why he was late and a mess in court. And while on the stream the night before his trial, he said he was in negotiations to try to get it to his trial live streamed. And even though that would risk being contempt of court, like he tried to live stream his own trial. So this dude will do anything for views, anything for attention, very much to his own detriment. This boy is down bad, and I am glad. I am so proud of Korea for this. Y'all want to hear something worse, but not at all surprising given his character and given everything we know about this guy? He was wearing a MAGA hat. Brother, And because you're in court, you're not supposed to wear a hat. So the judge kept saying, please remove your hat, take your hat off. And he would for a bit, but he would put it back on, and they would say, didn't I just tell you to take off that hat? Like, what are you doing? And I also heard that while he was live on Party, he accidentally may have revealed a new charge.
It's National Intelligence Security Charge. National Intelligence Security Charge. Does anybody know what the that means?
As far as we knew, there were only 3 confirmed, but there's a lot of pending charges. A potential terrorism charge, AI sort of violation, because luckily and very recently in South Korea, they made it a crime to use AI in a way that is like harmful to other people, right? Because I made a video last year where a lot of middle school students and high school students, university students, and even Korean celebrities are being threatened with, oh, if you don't do this, we're gonna release this AI, it shows you doing this, and it's usually inappropriate and sexual. And these people never did it, but it looks like them because deepfakes, AI, very convincing these days. So Korea finally did pass a law to make that a crime, thank fuck. So that one is also still pending because he used AI, a deepfake, to portray him in a car and on a date with a famous Korean streamer. I think her name's like Bong Bong. She streamed herself going to press charges against him. Though I did hear later that she dropped the charges, but Korea's like, you don't need to press charges for us to press these charges. We're still gonna press these charges. So that hasn't been fully confirmed yet. So this is another pending charge, along with the terrorism thing, another pending charge. So the 3 charges that were addressed in his recent court appearance, one was obstruction of business, which carries a maximum of 5 years. He pled guilty to that. And 2 of them were violations under the Minor Crimes Act, so probably not a lot of time there at all. But the new one that he was hit with today was, during his court appearance, was another obstruction of business charge. An obstruction of business, for example, is like when he was drinking and throwing ramen around and yelling at the store clerk and being a nuisance in a business. You're obstructing them from doing their job and running their business. So those carry a maximum of 5 years, and he has 2 of those. The second court appearance will be on April 9th, and I wonder if he'll plead guilty to that too, because he's already facing up to 10 years with those 2 alone. And that's with the terrorism thing still pending, and that's with the AI thing still pending. So it's just so refreshing to finally see people be held accountable for their horrible behavior and their horrible actions. I just can't imagine, like, you're already in your lowest of low. Like, when are you gonna turn over a new leaf, repent, take accountability, and realize I need to make some changes? Like, he just can't change, he just can't stop. The fact that he was still trying to live stream his own court trial, like, all he cares about is views and attention. It kind of reminds me from Mockingjay Part 1.
I want to go. And if you're killed, make sure you get it on camera.
And that one was in a good way. Like, I get it. They were leading a revolution. That's kind of how I feel about him. No matter what he does, he wants it to be filmed because he just wants attention. And the judge advised him on April 9th to make sure he's on time because this time he was very late. But yeah, this video was never meant to be too long. I'm sure a lot of you guys know exactly who Johnny Somali is. And in this space, if you're interested in Japanese culture or Korean culture and everything, because he's a nuisance in several polite countries. And it's just really nice. I just want to give you a little update because, you know, accountability. We will stay tuned for April 9th, see if there's anything else coming, because he's definitely going to jail. He pled guilty. I think we've seen very clearly that Korea's court system want to punish him and make an example out of him. And if they do go forward with this AI case, he may be one of the first notable figures, I hate to say notable, infamous figures, to be charged under this new crime in Korea. So they need to set an example and shows what happens when you use these deep fakes and AI to maliciously harm other people and to fake their actions and lie about them. Anything that could cause other people stress. Because like when we talked about this whole deepfake thing before, it did lead to a lot of people unaliving themselves because it's like, I'll say nography instead of, I can't say the first 4 letter. A nography sort of set, of revenge nography. If you don't do this, I'm gonna leak this. Since you broke up with me, I'm gonna show this. And it's not real, it's just deepfakes, it's just AI. And I'm sure everyone also knows about the nth room and all that and how there's like an nth room 2.0. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I just wanted to make this video because we are happy to see accountability. Fuck you, Johnny. Thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.